10 p.m. Do you know where children are? And it's time now for the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, October 8th, 2020. It's 10 o'clock. Mountain temperature is set 55 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Thursday night is Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer whips President Trump campaign for attacking her after alleged kidnapping plot revealed. Presidential debate scheduled in disarray after Trump prefers a virtual event. McConnell avoids visiting the White House over its handling of the coronavirus. Citing 25th Amendment, Pelosi Raskin moves to create panel that could rely on president's fitness for office. Supreme Court refuses a block lower court order on abortion pills. Pennsylvania. Voter registration may be a record, state official said. Johnson & Johnson has supplied 400 million doses of potential COVID-19 vaccine to EU, and HHS Secretary Alex Azar says the U.S. could have enough COVID virus vaccine doses for every American by March. New scrutiny on Trump's Gold Star family event after COVID outbreak. Gridlock as Southwest Louisiana residents evacuated ahead of Hurricane Delta. Trump's antibody therapy not made from fetal stem cells but fetal-derived cells used and were tested. Texas police officer charged with murdering Jonathan Price fired. What's happening in Armenia as men fight over Nagorno-Karabakh. Hundreds of residents protest over labor law in Jakarta. Thousands of men and baby chicks die in Madrid airport after 46 years. Cyprus ghost town beach open to the public. A calligraphy scroll by former Chinese leader Mao Zedong was found cut in after being stolen from the home of a well-known collector last month, police said. U.S.-based banning policies may trigger regulatory race that a bottom scientist warned. Senators push Turkey sanctions after S-400 allegedly used to detect Greek F-16s. Gilead scientists to sell Europe 500,000 doses of remdesivir. Washington, D.C.'s Health Department sent a letter Thursday urging attendees to the September 26th nomination of the Amy Coney Barrett at the Wars Garden and Alvarez Coast to the White House to get tested for COVID-19. Man pleads guilty to murdering a University of Utah student. The U.S. Supreme Court blocked a request by Republicans to block Montana Governor Steve Bullock's order allowing counties to issue mail-in ballots in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. In a newly published policy paper, a pair of Canadian scientists warned that the United States is angling to establish itself as a de facto gatekeeper of the moon and other celestial bodies. The Congressional Budget Office on Thursday released an estimate started that the United States federal deficit hit $3.1 trillion for the fiscal year 2020. Utility crews work in the Attleboro area to restore power knocked out by a storm. Plainville man indicted by federal grand jury and child porn entitlement charges. Attleboro former city man is pleaded innocent in a new United States District Court to federal drug dealing and prostitution charges stemming from a crackdown of the Boston gang. Rhode Island man sentenced to 18 months for stealing car from Attleboro man. Taunton Gallery Mall hosting Waldorf Astoria auction as Brockton reports 6 new COVID cases on Thursday. Moderna vaccine trial in Boston going extremely well, still looking at for more participants. Boston teachers mount legal challenge with in-person teacher agreement. U.S. unemployment claims remain elevated last week. Gilead study shows drug speeds up COVID-19 recovery. Mining space bending physics on a convenient chip. Asteroid Rex unlocks more secrets from asteroid Bennu. Asteroid not traces his daughter's wedding over going to space. Test detects coronavirus in just 5 minutes. Wisconsin reports more than 3,000 single-day COVID cases. Peter Challenger's time is 10:04. Time out for a sports report. At halftime, it's the Chicago Bears leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14-13 in the Major League Baseball scores. Atlanta shutting out Miami 7-0 to move on to the NLCS, and the San Diego Padres leading the LA Dodgers 2-1 on top of the third. ALDS, Houston Astros over the Athletics 11-6 as they move on to the ALCS, and the Yankees over the Tampa Bay Rays 4-1 on top of the 8 Feds. Yankees looking to stay up Buffalo Nation. NFL moving Patriots Broncos game to Monday night amid COVID-19 cases, and meanwhile, there's a severe punishment coming for the Tennessee Titans. And LeBron Anthony Davis not sure why the Lakers keep getting award snubs. Peter Chillin News time, 10:05. Time now for Peter Chillin traffic turns the check. Beep on the MBTA shuttle bus that plays red line service between Grade 3 and Queens Center from now until October 15, beginning at 8:45 p.m. at the end of the service. And Subway Place D branch service between Kenmore and Brookline Hills Monday through Thursday from October 5th to 15th, beginning at 8:45 p.m. at the end of the service. Is track and still replacement work. And it could be the rail. Fishbound line train 4:30, 9:30 p.m. from Watchers at Auburn. 10-15 minutes basket between North Clemson and North Station due to the signal issue. And the ferries are looking good. '95 on the northbound side of the both ends of the spectrum, Richmond, Rhode Island area, and southeastern Massachusetts, the Cape Byways are looking good, and 128 on the southbound side, Little around 93 out in Redden area, 128 slope around the Lexington area, and 495 on the northbound side, Little Westford, Massachusetts, and 29 eastbound side, Little on the northwest stretch, and 198 on the northbound side, so before Route 2 in Leominster, and Route 2 eastbound side, Little Fort Devens, Mass Spec, both ends back between Bunford and Westfield, and 84 westbound side, also Vernon, Connecticut, and 84 both ends back to Farmington, Connecticut, and 84 both ends back to the Newtown, Connecticut stretch. Merritt Parkway slow around the Westport and New Haven areas, and up in northern New England. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, highways up, looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the weather situation at 10:06, the latest on Delta. It's at 8 p.m., 150 mile per hour, winds minimum set pressure 956 millibars, 25.3 to the north, 93.5 to the west, moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. Meanwhile, closer to home, dry and quiet weather as high pressure builds in tonight and heads off the Mid-Atlantic coast by tomorrow. It'll be unseasonably warm on Saturday and windy too, especially near the southeast New England coast. A cold front may bring a few showers thunderstorms to northwest Massachusetts late Saturday afternoon and evening, followed by dry and much cool temperatures for Sunday. The remnants of the Delta combined with a frontal system may bring some showers to the region Monday and Tuesday. A dry trend is anticipated Wednesday and Thursday, along with unseasonably mild temperatures and near term until 6 a.m. Friday morning. Dry and quiet weather tonight. Frost advisory for a good portion of the CWA into early Friday, and few changes are made to this near-term forecast as the previous forecast remains on track. And mixed layers set to the couple over the next couple of hours will settle with a gusty wind seen across the forecast region this evening. High pressure conditions build into the region overnight, bringing clear skies at 7 New England for tomorrow, and the clear skies tonight will allow for strong regional cooling. This will allow temperatures to drop to the mid-30s across the interior, with coastal locations staying warmer in mid-40s, and frost advisory remains in effect. And we are under a frost advisory in effect from midnight to 8 a.m. tomorrow, as temperatures as low as 34 will result in frost formation in portions of Northern Connecticut and central and eastern and northeastern and southeastern Massachusetts and northern and southern Rhode Island, and from midnight tonight to 8 a.m. Friday end. Frost could kill sensitive outdoor vegetation if left uncovered, and there'll be a frost advisory. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, Petra frost after 3 a.m. wise, clear and cool with a low 32 degrees northwest of about 5 to 8 miles an hour. For Friday, Petra frost for 9 a.m. west, sun sky about 61, low 46 degrees, and northwest of about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Saturday, most of the sun sky about 77, low 56 degrees, southwest of about 5 to 15 miles an hour, gust 25 to 35 miles an hour. For Sunday, most of the sun sky about 63, low 46 degrees, northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Columbus Day, check the showers after 11 a.m. Mostly clouds got about 61, low 53 degrees, and east wind about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Chest ratio is 40%. For Tuesday, check the showers, mostly clouds got about 69, low 54 degrees, south wind at about 7 miles an hour. Chest ratio is 50%. And for Wednesday, check the showers, mostly sun sky about 70, low 51 degrees, and south wind at about 7 miles an hour. Chest ratio is 35%. And for Thursday, check the showers, put the sun sky about 78 degrees, southwest at about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Chest ratio is 30%. Right now, not in it. 50 degrees in fair skies. That's going to be for Peter Chill. 10 o'clock news on this late. First night October 8th, 2020. Peter J. Winston, you have a good night with a good message to stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you tomorrow morning. More important, we have a good night.